and today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow palette collection. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all the eyeshadow palettes that I currently own right this second. If you guys did not know, I did an updated makeup collection, and you can go watch that by clicking the little eye above here. I think it's on this side, it might be on this side, I don't really know. But I did that makeup collection, and I didn't really go in depth on my eyeshadow palettes because I wanted to do a whole separate video on it. So this is that video, and if you guys are excited to see this video, please don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to become a Caitster by turning on your hashtag post notification. To become a Caitster, all you have to do is click the little post notification bell right below the subscribe box, and then you're welcome in my family. So I just want to say I do have drugstore eyeshadow palettes and high-end palettes. I have bought all of them. They have been sent to me or gifted to me. I buy my makeup myself. My parents don't buy anything for me unless it is a present, like for Christmas or stuff. So I work hard for my palettes and the things that I decide to buy with them. If you think I'm wasting my money by spending it on eyeshadow, then that's your opinion. I enjoy eyeshadow, so that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, I got into the festive look by doing a little yellow orangey action. So with all that being said, I'm gonna take you guys down to my Alex drawers and show you my palettes. If you haven't seen my makeup collection, I have two sets of Alex drawers, one there and one there, and I have eyeshadow palettes in that one and in that one. Those are drugstore small palettes, and these are like high-end big palettes. So we're gonna start on this side, and my eyeshadow palettes are right here. So here is my drawer of eyeshadow palettes. I know it is a lot, but it's okay. That's what it looks like. It's pretty deep, so we're just gonna get started. The first eyeshadow palette I have right here is my Morphe 35B palette, and I label my Morphe palettes because I have two of them, so I don't want to get them confused. And this is just the super colorful eyeshadow palette from Morphe. We all know what it looks like. I love this palette, and I used it today on my eyes. Then under that, I have the Morphe Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and this one I obviously didn't label because it looks different than that. It has the actual name on it, and I really love this palette too. It is so nice and has so much nice colors. Like the top 3 rows of this palette are literally beautiful, and then these blues over here, this one especially, is stunning. I absolutely love this palette, and since it was dedicated to all her subscribers, it's amazing. I have the new packaging where it has like the shades on the back, so I really love this. And then finally, for my Morphe palettes, I have the Morphe 35O palette. I really don't use this that often, although it does look pretty loved. This was my first ever high-end, I would consider, eyeshadow palette that I ever bought. I wanted it for so long, and I bought it, and I loved it when I used it, but now I don't really reach for it. I probably should. It's a really nice palette, and I like it a lot. Under that, we have my two BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, and the first one I have right here is the 88 Shimmer Color eyeshadow palette. Whenever there's not a shimmer in the 35B palette, I go here because all of these are shimmers. None of them are matte, so if I want a colorful shimmer, this is a perfect palette. I love this. They are so pigmented. Look at that. That is really good. I can't really swatch, but like that is a really good pigmented eyeshadow, and it comes with a mirror, so like, I mean, that's a good steal. And I hate this BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It's the Urban Luxe 99 color one. It is literally terrible. I bought this thinking it would be nice, and the shades are chalky. They have no pigment, and they don't blend. I've only ever used this once, and I will never ever use it again. So this is trash. Underneath that, I have this palette, and my friend Lindsay gave me this palette. It's a Bombshell eyeshadow palette, and it comes with 100 different shades. Some of these shimmers are really nice if I could open it, but the rest of like the mattes aren't super great. I've only used it once, and I totally forgot I have this, but I should probably reach for it more often because like look at that gold. I just put all the palettes I just took out back, but then I have this palette right here, and this is the Eyelure Vegas Nay collaboration, and it's the Eyebrow and Shadow Pro palette. This was sent to me through Octoly, and I actually really like this palette. It's really hard opening all of these with one hand, but basically this palette is so you can do your eyebrows and eyeshadow in one whole palette. You can see it has tons and tons of cool tone, warm tone browns, and the shades are actually really pigmented, and I like them a lot. So this is actually really good, and I'll probably start traveling with this more often. So now we're gonna get into this area. I know it's a lot, but I'm gonna start back here. I of course have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I feel like if you don't have this, who even are you? I'm just kidding. But this palette is so highly talked about. It smells amazing. As soon as you open it, you can smell it. And these shimmers in this palette are so pretty. I love them a lot. There we go. Beautiful swatch, beautiful, beautiful. I only really use like this side of the palette in those shades. I don't think I've ever used those four right there, but they're super pretty and I like this a lot. I do think it is a bit overpriced though. This is $50 and you can find way better palettes for $50. So then I have the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie eyeshadow palette. This has literally been my favorite eyeshadow palette recently and I have not stopped using it. It is so gorgeous and I love all the shades. Like, tell me that palette isn't stunning. I love this. It is amazing. I think this was $46 and I would buy this in an instant. I love it so much. Under that, I have the Makeup Revolution Soph X Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. And this, I think, is drugstore. I think Makeup Revolution is considered drugstore. And isn't it like a British brand or something? I don't remember. But that's what it looks like. This palette's really pretty. The mattes don't have too much pigment. But again, the shimmer, this palette has a really good variety of shades, and like that green, ooh, look how pretty that green is. I need to use that. And then under this stack, I have the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I think this is considered drugstore as well, but this just has a whole bunch of more colorful eyeshadows in here. It has some more shimmers down there. So I have 3 colorful eyeshadow palettes, and this is one of them. I like this palette a lot for doing colorful looks, and it's just really pretty. Like, honestly, the packaging is goals. Over here, obviously, you have the Tartlet in Bloom palette. This is by far one of my favorite palettes. It is such a good palette. It has like all the perfect shades. This shade Funny Girl is literally like one of my favorite shades I think I've ever tried. It's gorgeous and amazing, and look at my hand. So I love this palette. It's $45 and I highly recommend you buy it. Under that, I have this palette, and this was gifted to me by my friend Mary, and this palette is from Shop Hush. It's a dupe for the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette, and it's just really pretty. This shade is gorgeous, and the packaging just has butterflies everywhere. I've only ever used this twice, but I should probably start using that shade a lot more. And under that, I have the Sephora Easy on the Eyes eyeshadow palette. This was gifted to me by my friend Natalie, and it's just a really cool eyeshadow palette. Like, if you open it up, it unravels. So like, you open it up and there's a mirror and there's all these different shadows, and then if you open it up again, it comes with like eyeshadow tutorials that you could do, which is really weird. And the mirror is huge and the shadows are actually really pigmented, and I should probably play with this a lot more. I forget I have all of these eyeshadow palettes. So now we're gonna go into this section. Please don't mind my crusty hands. I'm trying to swatch things for you and it's not really working. On top of here, I have this Tarte palette, and it's like peacock patterned, and this is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. I did a first impressions where I try this, and honestly, these shades are terrible. They have no pigment and I don't really like them that much. I've only used that once as well. Underneath that, I have this Becca Shimmering Highlights palette, and it is so pretty. The packaging is stunning. My best friend Natalie gave this to me when I moved away, and it was my Christmas present as well. This palette is so stunning, and I love this shade. This gold is so pretty. More shimmer. I love shimmer eyeshadows, and this palette is gorgeous. This is definitely a collector's item, and I love it. Under that, I have the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics eyeshadow palette, and my parents got this for me for Christmas. I've used this a few times. They're all like cool tone shadows, which I don't normally reach for, but I think it's a nice palette to have, and it would be definitely easy to travel with. And underneath, I have this palette from Deck of Scarlet. This was sent to me for free from Octoly, and I've only ever used it once, and I did a first impressions with it. The palette is really pretty, but I don't know, I don't really reach for shades like this too much. And then I have this Sephora Wonderful Stars eyeshadow palette. This was gifted to me by a friend named Erin when I moved away, and the shades aren't very pigmented at all. I had to scrape to get the highlighter to work, and it still is not blinding or like shimmery at all. So this palette is kind of a dud for me, but I'm still really glad that I got it because it's so cute and like it's a holiday collector's piece. Then over on this sack, I have this eyeshadow palette, and this was sent to me for free from Banggood. They sent me this eyeshadow palette, and it's actually really pretty. The only thing is it came broken. I don't know if y'all can see, but like here, the eyeshadow pan can literally fall out, and one of them came shattered. That eyeshadow right there came shattered. You can see it's broken right there, even just by the touch. But the thing is, this eyeshadow palette is super pretty. It's literally glitter, It's like loose glitter, but just pressed a little bit, and they're gorgeous. I've never tried the mattes, but the glitters are really pretty, and the packaging is just really cute. So underneath that Banggood palette, I have all 4 of my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. They just came out with the Norvina palette, which I'm really salty because I had all 4 of them, and now they have a 5th, so I have to go buy it now. But first I have the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette, which is probably the most talked about palette, although a lot of people aren't using it recently. My friend Kivmi gave this to me when I moved away, and I haven't used it recently, but it's so pretty, and I was so excited when she gave it to me. Then I have the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. This one is so pretty. These are like my perfect shades. Warm tone, cool tone, browns, and I love this. I did a whole video on this, by the way, so definitely go check that out. Then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture eyeshadow palette. I've only ever used this twice, but I mean, some of the shades are pretty. It's just not super practical for me to wear like a purple and a green all the time, so I don't really reach for this too often. And I'm sorry, it's really hard to open palettes with one hand, so that's why I'm kind of failing. And the last one I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism eyeshadow palette, and that's what that looked like. Again, the shades aren't very practical. I've only ever used this once or twice, but I've swatched a bunch of them, but it's super pretty. So now that we're done with those drawers, we're gonna go over here to the smaller, more drugstore eyeshadow palettes. So this is what this drawer looks like. Over here, all of these are like tiny little drugstore palettes, and then I have a couple individuals and all of that. So over here, we're just gonna start right here. I have this color cream corrector palette that I got from Amazon. I only ever used it once and I hated it, and I've never used it again. Then I have this contour palette, and this was like 50 cents. I was doing like a trying 50-cent makeup on my makeup Instagram account, and yeah, I only used it a couple times. And then over here, I have this LA Colors eyeshadow palette. This was my first ever eyeshadow palette. My grandma gave it to me, and I have not used it ever since that. Then right over here, I have this sleek makeup eyeshadow palette, and I did first impressions trying this. This is what it looks like. The shades are pretty, but they're not super pigmented. Then I have the Maybelline Blushed Nudes eyeshadow palette. This was my second ever eyeshadow palette, and I used it all the time. And then over here, I have another LA Colors palette, but it's like a blush palette. Then I have a tiny little Urban Decay Basics palette, and a girl gave this to me, and I have not used it in a really long time. It's super crusted, dusted, busted, but that's what the shades look like, and it has a mirror, so it's kind of good for traveling. I have another 50-cent eyeshadow palette that I used for a video, and then I have this one that a girl gave to me when I moved from Florida. It's from LA Colors. I used it once in another old video. Basically, I don't really use these eyeshadow palettes. Like, I don't use any on this side. Then on my last one over here, I have this e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette, and I use this in my all e.l.f. video. That's what it looks like, all cool tone brown shades. Only used it once in that e.l.f. video. I totally forgot I had this. So then we're moving over here. I have this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. This is the shade Nude Awakening, and these Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes are so good. I also have the Modern Renaissance dupe, and this is Rosé in the Air. So those are so good. And then lastly, I have this NYX Love in Paris eyeshadow palette, which I have never used. I only used the white shade in a first impressions. So that is my eyeshadow palette collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video going in depth and seeing all my eyeshadow palettes. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to give a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Follow my social media and tune into my channel every single day because I post multiple times throughout the week. Don't forget to follow me Kate Story by turning on your hashtag post notifications. Also, if you guys want to recommend some eyeshadow palettes for me, let me know in the comment section down below, whether they're drugstore or high-end. If I've been looking into them, maybe I will buy them. I also just want to mention I ordered the Too Faced Peachy Mattes eyeshadow palette from Sephora when it was on sale. It was only $22, which was half the price. And I ordered it, and it's in the mail coming to me right now. I was hoping I could put it in this video, but it's not here. So with all that being said, I love you so much. Have a great day. Stay poppin', and bye.
Not trying to complicate none of this, so let me just come